reality, it could be real?
I'd like to think it was.
I think in our minds it is real.
It is real, yeah. And so I'd like to think, because there's so many, as I say, we found out so many cultures had obsession with digging tunnels and caves and that sort of thing. So, it's not a stretch, very, very big stretch to imagine some people could have gone down there and just stayed down there.
People often say it's a very lonely life being a writer. You need the isolation just to get on and do it. And it must be great because there's two of you there. And actually, it doesn't make any difference. There's just two of us being isolated and being lonely. You have to spend all that time by yourself to get on with it. So, and I think part of the process is you become immersed in this world that you've created. You are there.
It becomes a very real thing,
So you almost get lost. It's almost
sometimes you almost prefer it to the real world. You do get that thing.
It's more real than the real world.
More real than the real world because you're so emotionally committed to it. So so there is that thing. For us, it's a very real thing. Many writers, because we both read a lot when we were young, and but I mean, some of them, the more dealing with sort of adventure and that kind of thing, were the classics, Jules Verne,
the Narnia
Chronicles,
books,
which were beautiful books. All H.G. Wells, things like that, classic sort of adventure stories. But we read everything. We still today we're still readers. In fact, I'm one of the Rod I know things, but I've got a terrible habit now of being able to shop on Amazon. Buy with one click. I keep getting books delivered practically every 2 days. The postman hates me. My postman is another package. So now I have a backlog of books. So we're still. We never stop, and I guess influences, it depends, on what you're doing.
But I think in terms of the style, certainly for me, and we both love the book, but William Golding's Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
But I think as you get older, it's not just the story, and you understand really the depth of what he was saying in that book. But all his other writing, it's so sort of clean and pure in a way.
It's an astounding style. Let's say what Ron was saying, it's an amazing thing that just the very language itself, it seems very clean, very easy. And that was talking about that's one of the hardest disciplines, is getting your writing to feel easy on the reader, so they don't trip out they're not feeling lumbered down with the writing, that they see clearly through it and actually can fall in love with that voice on the page. It's a very hard thing to do.
I must ask you, was there something especially inspiring you to read the sticks? I mean, it's really terrifying and...
Yes.
I think it's joint ideas all the way. And people say, well, who thought of this?
No.
Actually, most of the time we just can't remember, because one of us will come up with an idea, and then there'll be more ideas on top of that, and then it's kicked round, so it's completely a joint effort.
Yeah, and I think
I think it was just,
it's one of these things that evolves, but it's that thing about, but obviously, there are things like control mechanisms throughout history, so they represent oppression throughout history, and it'd be, as I say, to actually the sticks themselves, it was almost an organic process. It was as if they came into being on their own, as if they tap you on the shoulder. It's like, here we are. It's like, wow.
Another key aspect is the fact that they use religion.
Yeah, as a control mechanism. And they entrap the people in a round of ritual and work, and that's so they can't have space to think. So it's that sort of thing. But there was no something, no one thing that they were based on. We can't give away plot twists.
No,
no.
People have got to read that for themselves.
Yeah,
so
but
they'll just have to wait.
But it's carrying on. It's more like it is advancing on, and as deeper physically and psychologically, free fall is also taking us on much further, developing the characters and the story. So there will be, it's even more rip-roaring and darker, always dark.
And it's always.
But we can give you the plot.
You can see it's very, very daunting when you start a new book. It's almost you're at the bottom of a mountain looking up, and they are all the way up there.
Yeah.
But it's just when you get into the process, it's just wonderful because you're going back to the characters who are real to us. and we're going back to some of the old places, but also creating new ones as we go through the sort of the process. So it's like going back to a place that you know very well at the time, but also seeing new places.
It is. It's very strange actually, because it is such a real thing to us. And then, but it's the thing that I say. The book almost tells us where to go, and it's like it takes us with it. So suddenly, as you're writing, something it's an amazing process. Actually, just comes into being. It's like, what if And so being constantly surprised. So that's good.
And a lot of the time, you put the characters into a situation, and they take it forward. They're standing on their own 2 feet. They know what they want to do and they want to say in a situation. So it's almost like there's something apart from us just driving the story.
Yes, very much so. So sorry, no, we can't give you any of the plot twists, but just let you know, yes, it's been delivered and it's coming. Book 3 is on its way.
Any special words for Romanian fans?
Sure, no, thank you. Just thanks for treating us so nice, and we're very flattered that they like the book and everything, and keep reading. And read as much as you can.
And we love it here, and we're going to come back.
And we are coming back.
We're going to come back.
Definitely. Lots more to see. Brilliant.
Thank you for the interview.
Pleasure. Lovely. Thank you.